I was in a garden and I noticed I actually couldn't see the colour of the flowers. I think I was about 39, something like that. I had 2 children, Anthony being 4. 2 years later, I actually had James. But I've never seen James because in that period, those 2 years, the last bit of sight had gone.
I was playing cricket. I couldn't see the ball. When the bowler was bowling, I couldn't see it coming from the trees. And then I thought like it's something wrong in the eyes.
I was walking along a road. I heard a car coming along. It was really loud. And I looked at it and I did not see it at all.
I want to paint while I have enough vision that I can paint accurately. The paintings I tend to do are blurred backgrounds because that's almost how I see things.
I was 16 years old and it was the first time that someone said to me, you are going to go blind. We talked about sight loss, or you might see changes in your vision. It was the first time that anyone had used the word blind. Little by little, I kind of removed myself from anything that was outside of my home in a way. Removing myself from society, from my friendship groups.
The doctor checked up my eyes. They said stop playing cricket because it's dangerous. I was feeling like, more depressing, like sad. I was like completely down. Don't want to come out from the house.
I kept thinking like I'd be a burden on someone. Someone would have to do everything for me.
I'm Robert MacLaren. I'm Professor of Ophthalmology at the University of Oxford, and I work on patients who've got eye diseases. After asking what the diagnosis is, the second question is what's being done with research to try and find a treatment. If you're an eye specialist like me and you're trying to find a treatment, that's a huge motivation. If we can start a clinical study funded by Fight for Sight, where we can show some benefit of something we're developing, we've always shown that we can then leverage significant funding based on good preliminary data.
Without Fight for Sight and that research, we'd lose the hope.
The vision that I gained after the trial in my right eye has stayed exactly the same. I spent the 10 years before that with my right eye deteriorating every single year. That day, when I had a needle scarily put in the back of my eye, restored those 10 years worth of sight loss.
Research is absolutely necessary to stop sight loss. It's not going to be overnight, and in terms of improving lives, it's the projects on the other side that are really important. I'm Rory Field. I am the Chief Exec of Metro Blind Sport. We have a number of sports and social activities.
Someone told me he plays a blind cricket. I said just told me where is it? I want to join. It's totally huge difference on my confidence. That period I was very down on talking to people. Now I'm more enjoyable person, joking with the people, meeting more people as well.
We have an absolutely amazing partnership with Fight for Sight. It's all about people getting together, doing a little bit of activity. It's not just changing the level of fitness, it's making them healthier, happier, more confident, more likely to go out and get education or employment. Honestly, it is so inspiring.
I am one of a small handful of people that have been able to be part of a clinical trial that has been successful and has shown unbelievable life-changing outcomes. We've got to keep on fighting every single day to stop sight loss. But we can't leave people that have lost their sight or are losing their sight by the wayside.
You've either got the support or you've got the medical side. Fight for Sight is everything in one.
As we fight to stop sight loss, we've got to make sure that we help people that have lost their sight completely. And these two things are in tandem.
Fight for Sight, save sight, change lives.
www.fightforsight.org.uk. With thanks to Elizabeth Maxwell, Javid Patel, Joe Pepper, Paula Long, Professor Robert MacLaren, Rory Field. Music, Kai Engel. Director, Robert Gould.